Today I have a lesson for you about... Nobody likes the big voice. So, what you doing tonight? Tonight you're coming for a walk with me to my cabin, where my dog Thelma, who generally resides in the house, has asked for a sleepover. So we're going to walk out to the cabin. There's music playing in it. There'll be Brenda McMorrow playing. I'd like to introduce you to Brenda McMorrow. Permission to play her music. And I'm going to steam my head and go to bed and tell you what's going on in my world. So let's just let me have a look around here. I'm in the backyard. That's the barn. It was built in 1980 to house standard breds and veterinary clients, largely broodmares that needed foaling, and splint operations at the local standardbred track all the effing time. Okay, and there's my little cabin. And my tea. Let's go get some eucalyptus up our noses and maybe some cedar and stuff and listen to some Brenda McMorrow because we can. And you're going to like it. Or not. So I may just have to pause the music because I don't think it's something I have permission to play. Unless that's our Brenda. It might be. Brenda, is that you? No. Just give that a pause and I will find you, Brenda McMorrow. A darling of a woman. I'm gonna do this. Oh no, you could look at Brenda. Brenda's beautiful. Hey, Brenda. I'm spilling some tea. And that's not that. You're lying to me. Brenda McMorrow playing. There we go. This is Brenda McMorrow. Now I'm going to attempt to hook up a better mic and not ruin what's going on. So hopefully, actually I should probably just leave it. Could have had a better mic tonight, but you know, I had to find it. Seems to be the bane of my existence. I need a mic finder in my life. And I think there's such a thing. I'm gonna boil some water. How's our... Hello. I have a cold. Wham for me. And so the next thing I'm about to do is put some essential oils and eucalyptus and cedar. Yeah, you can't see that because my lighting is what it is, but I can improve things. You asked. Look at this. I can do this. I can do this. The technology. I have information, space. So we're going to make a steam bath for Paige's head because that's what I'm doing, and that's when I have time to tell you a story. Thanks for joining me. While we wait for the kettle to boil, with the scary uplighting, how people are looking out. Interesting. There we go. I'm going to show you around a little bit more and introduce you to my cabin. We have a lamp that I bought for a teenage girl who's coming back into my life as a 27-year-old. That's a pink lamp. And the bedding that matches it was in a room in my house that I saved for a special young woman that you'll get to know. I've known her since she was 10. She inherited a pony of mine. And pony was born on my lawn. And she's coming back. Abigail is coming back with Kazaya, and that's Kazya. Kazaya. So we get to know her and some other girls I'll introduce you to shortly. I've got tons of stories, all partly written and in the making, that are coming out, and just some of the most beautiful people in the world to introduce you to. And my kettle's boiling, so the rest of this is going to be told. I don't know how well you're going to hear this. We'll see how this goes. It is an experiment. No idea how that is working for people, but I'm willing to find out. Potentially at your expense. And you're welcome to give me feedback for what works for you and what doesn't. Meantime, I'm just going to try not to. I'm going to hook up a lung. That's what's about to happen. Boy. It's so much better than earlier today. I was working up lungs. Well, I'm glad, because I don't think you want to spend too much more time like that anyway. And I can probably finish the rest before I go to bed. But, oh, thank you, Jamie Board. That feels so much better. Jamie Board is supporting me in bee-related products, because that's what they do. Have an apothecary and they're an apiarist. What are you? What are you, Jamie Board? A woman who's good with community and words and support, and has some skin remedies for me as someone who is invested in cancer not progressing or coming back. You want to maybe not expose yourself to toxins. One of the things you can do. And your skin is your largest organ. We often forget about it being an organ. It's an organ, remember? You learned that in school sometime. And it's exposed to chemicals all the time, everything that has a scent in it. Ask yourself whether that should be absorbed into your bloodstream or not. All those scent boosting liquids and stuff like that. Super duper. Good for you. Keep away from me. Only organic products touch my skin. Mostly, I still have some makeup things to do. I know I'm not wearing any right now. Not sure if you can tell. I appear naked and bare for you here on a Substack. It's my change room episode. It's like the Radiation Fashionista, only 2.0. Farmyard Fashionista. Yeah, there we go. And so she supplied me with a birthday present with something I just wanted to roll around in a vat of. I was like, when do you make that? Can I just roll in it? Can we? It smells so, and it's so good for you, right? And she said, well, I have other things that could do for your health and immunity, and I'd like to share this sort of thing. So she's a partner now. And so when a partner says, I'm really invested in your health, and if you're sick, obviously something's breaking down, and I can hear all that congestion in your chest, and I'd recommend you steam your head with eucalyptus. You steam your head with some fucking eucalyptus. You don't tell her the next day, no, I didn't, because I was too busy writing stuff, because I want to be productive and then be sick. That would be super dumb. And I used to do that all the time. So I'm not judging you if you would do that. Not anymore. The clock had to run out for me. Really. And so now my priorities are remarkably different. And I think we have the privilege, this generation, in many ways, of breaking some of the rules that our parents and ancestors lived by and that we may have lived by in our earlier life. Rules that were made for times of suffering and strife and not enoughness is not enough. There's not enough. Ah! And I'm here to share that if you are ready to function out the other side of that, better things can happen. We just need to do them in community. So I am re-examining some of the rules that I grew up with around horses and people. And I'm documenting it. And what you do with that is completely up to you, because I am not a doctor. And who am I to tell you how to live your life? Boy, am I ever having fun living mine right now. And I love bringing you along for the ride. So the ride is about to get more interesting. I have this unexpected present of a horse. Just turn that down a hair. And Big Red is coming on May 1st, I think. Date to be confirmed, probably May 1st. With, of course, I'm not going to tell you about yet until you find out after I've created all the assets and get them out to you. The chosen one that Allison found. Allison found a horse! And both of them will be traveling up with Connor, who I still don't have the whole story of how Connor's horse, Big Red, got into the mix for this pool of horses, which was originally conceived of to be for the 6 racehorse trainers who are going to show you what amazing things a standard bred can do if you just give them 90 days and a little love. So they've got this retraining challenge, and they said, we've got the cream of the crop from all across Ontario, plus some other ones that might be useful for an 18-year-old kid who was going to be a first-time horse owner. 18-year-old young adult who was going to be a first-time horse owner. And they showed them to us. And then one got added. Some guy called that I'm about to get to know really well, I think, and added himself at the end on the way home. And they stopped to look at this horse, and on and off for a couple of days, I had been just going about my day, and I would get a call from Bobby and go, okay. And I'd be looking at the screen, and there'd be a horse moving, and I'd be like, okay, analyzing the movement. Show it me from here. Show me it from there. You know, ask them if you can let it run around a field free where it won't wipe out in the mud. And that was a bit of an ask. And ask them to chase it around. I want to see it run. You like me so far. And so I'd been doing this on and off for a couple of days, and they were at the last place, and they went click, and there was the face that I saw every day of my life. I went under radiation. How does that work, Paige? Well, every time I went under radiation for the 20 to 30 minutes it took for them to position my crooked, decrepit body with all the scar tissue on the map, it put my arm in such an uncomfortable position that I had to maintain so that they didn't zap my heart too much or my lungs too much while they were zapping all the other shit. And it was hard, and it was really hard. It was really hard, and it was really hard to tell how time was going by. There was nothing to tell time by, and no one in the room. And this machine that would just occasionally circle around me. Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave. And I would go visit O'Reilly, and I would just see his face, and he would be in the barn here in the aisle, and I'd be scratching him here and scratching him there, and I was like, oh my God, that's the face. I said, O'Reilly. And she's like, oh yeah, there's someone here named O'Reilly. I was like, that's O'Reilly. She said, I don't know what you're saying, Paige. It's O'Reilly. She's like, yeah, I don't know what Paige is saying. I said, I hope you like him, Allie. I hope he works, because it's O'Reilly. His socks are the same color, everything. I'm like, And he didn't work for her. And I was super proud of her for discerning why. And she was like, oh, Mom, I want to say yes. He's so sweet and he's so calm and he'd be perfect for so many things. But I'm 18 and he's 16 and he's on his way and I'm on my way, and like, oh, poor and like, don't worry, that's not your worry. You just find your match. That horse is coming home. And by the end of the day, New Start, Standardbreds, had agreed to cover a year of his veterinary expenses and a monthly stipend. The owner had agreed to deliver him to me, so long as I agree to, if anything happens, it goes back to Connor, to the owner, and I give them regular updates. Well, that's my favorite thing to do. So, wasn't much of a stretch, was it? I just need to get the chickens out of his stall now. Make a home for them. Because our once proud stallion stall with the door out the back now houses some beautiful chickens who are getting ousted. In spite of their amazing egg laying abilities, they can have their own house. Don't worry about them. We are searching for ideally an ice hut because they're already insulated, 10 by 12-ish. And the old girls and the turkeys will have their own spot, and Big Red will have the stall of honor. First stall on the left, Gypsy Flyers stall. First standardbred stallion that my dad owned before ebb tide time. The friendliest stallion we ever owned. He was kind of in your pocket, and he was out on our lawn in the backyard. So Big Red will have the stud stall. He's the stud. He is a rock star of the horse world. Rock star, hardcore, blue collar rock star. So standardbreds in the horse world versus the thoroughbreds. If you don't know, the thoroughbreds are like the elite ones you sit on top of, and they break if they look at a blade of grass, and they're really fast, and I love them, and they're amazing. But I can't ride them anymore because you have to be as athletic as the horses you handle. And I have no ambition to ever be that athletic again. Fuck it. I've been trying for years. I don't care how athletic I get. I don't want to sit on another one because it'll spin out from under me. It didn't used to be able to. They can now. And a standardbred, on the other hand, he jogs his own cart to work every day and packs his lunch. And he shows up once a week for his whole effing life, reports to work, down the track, till he's 15, and retires happily with a funny story and a love of bananas and black licorice. I have the rock star of the standardbred world. He won just under $500,000 and ran somewhere just under 300 starts. That's extraordinary. It's just amazing. Amazing. And he's big and red, and almost every standardbred in the world is bay with no white. So, I mean, he's just perfect in so many ways. And what he can show us is this. What do you do with an aging body? And I'm interested in getting some spinal x-rays and finding out what's going on in the spines of standardbreds, and, what should I be sitting on and what's happening in there? How can we take care of the legs that have been down the track all his life, right? And how much should he be ridden? Are there other things of value he might be able to do around here without me riding him with a saddle and a girth and a treed saddle and stirrups? No matter. There is no reason in the world why this girl needs a saddle with stirrups. To do what? What do I need to do on a horse? I'm going treeless and bareback pad all the way, because I've discovered that no matter what you do, the best fitted saddle is going to, standing in your stirrups, there's going to be parts that don't move. It doesn't matter what you tell me. So that's where we're at. Enjoy the ride. I will find saddles I love and represent them once I know which ones I love. And saddles being bareback pads and treeless saddles. And promote well-fitted neck straps and some other things as the norm in the industry, and show you what you can do if your body is aging And I mean, I have young, ambitious riders here that are 27, right? Like, what do they need to do to make magic with their horses? They better be they better be willing, because I can't make magic out of thin air. I just evoke what's already there. And so we can show you what you can do to improve your ability to absorb the beauty of a horse's motion through your body at the height of their self-expression, because we want them to be able to dance under us and feel good in their skin. And do you know what horses do when they feel good in their skin? Buck and they run and they play. I want to be able to do that. I can do that on a standardbred, I think, still. We'll see. And these girls need to be able to do that on whatever horses they choose. So I have girls coming in for a year of training. They will not sit on their horses again until their horses invite them to. And I promise them that by the end of it, they'll be up and down my hills, jumping whatever gets in the way, rope around neck, bareback, teacup in hand. My promise. So, Wayne, what do you think? You want to come to Canada? Give me a year or so. I can work up a clinic. We can get her figured out. Wayne Anderson is just a beautiful human being and a farrier, and he teaches the craft to others and he passes it forward. He belongs to a group that I belong to for over a year now, where we met for 1 year the first 3 Mondays of every month for 1 year in a program to increase our intuitive abilities in ways that really behoove you if you work with horses. But it leaks into every other part of your life too, doesn't it, Wayne? You just can't help it. But as I like to point out, I'm not a doctor. So I mostly help horse people, but yeah, the crossover is just magic. Absolute magic. And I certainly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the group and some really important lessons in trusting the universe, even when you theoretically have evidence to maybe to not to. I don't know, guys. Should I drive across the border without health insurance in a 2002 Sequoia with no plan and just do pop-up horsecraft? It's like an idea that came to me. And she's like, well, if that idea came to you, Paige, then so did the resources to make it all come true. And I was like, Carrie, I can imagine all these things going wrong. And she's like, yes, they could happen. And could something else happen equally likely? And I was like, yeah, yes, 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 yeah. And could that other thing be just as likely and be positive? Yes, yes, yes. Then why are you wasting your time thinking about it? You have no way of knowing what's going to happen. Eh? You might want to prepare some things and call some friends to get you home from the hospital should you run amok, since you don't have any effing health insurance, Paige. Thank you to the friends who agreed to get me home. Thank you. And maybe sign up for CAA. Okay. And if you run amok and your car dies, don't you know people in pretty much every state and every province? Yeah. And do they want to get you home? Yeah. Saying. She's always like, saying. Mm-hmm. And so off I would go, and they never knew where I'd be signing in from. Every Monday, I'm like, click, driving down the road, click, in a field with horses, click, in a boat just somewhere else. And they've helped make all this happen. So there are more things coming down the pipe through Carrie Lake, and I suggest you investigate her if this sounds like it's something you like to do. And I'm sure I can talk her into being interviewed on Substack. This venue is just, the new recording studio is magnificent. It's amazing. So we'll have an interview Carrie night. I can't wait for you to meet my producer. And and then start to feed you some stuff about the beautiful souls that are going to be in my backyard. That'll come out through Patreon and Substack. So you come here for the live pajama clads. You go to Patreon if you want to watch videos of what we're doing with the horses and stuff. And we disappear for a year and play with all the ingredients I could possibly need for health and happiness with horses and humans. I think I covered most of the things on my to-do list. And what I can't do, everybody else is doing. So, you know, hey, I should go to Oz. Give me a year and a bit. And yeah, clinics here or live, maybe interactives or something with you, Wayne, would be super duper. You're a good fella. Lots of love to Therese and to the world. And I look forward to the next time I decide to pop on live in my pajamas and talk to you guys. Good night. Oh, here we go. The end button. This is like the bane of my existence. It's so stuck. Aw, I'm pressing the end button, I promise. A whole bunch of times now. Let's just do this. What would you like to look at while I press the off button? Knock shit down. Get a little fire. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to shut her down. Substack, you gotta fix this. So it won't turn off. Substack. Hi, Wayne. It's super embarrassing. Super weird. I tried shutting the whole thing down. Let's just turn you around again. It's right out of the case. Maybe it's the case.